And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, in large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
By 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
His guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Miami ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. For 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous game we're seeing from Hassan Whiteside. He ended up with 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness, and it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, they just didn't produce enough offense. I don't know if it's because they were expending so much energy on the defensive end, but clearly they have to take a look at this. What plays are we calling? And how can we improve that? And they have to do it fast, because if they don't, this game is going to run away from them.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. Been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass cleaned.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Folks, for Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. As they wrap up the first quarter on a 15-3 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. The second quarter largely belonged to them as they took charge of the game and jumped out to a 5-point lead at the break. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, their ball movement was phenomenal. Now, they're in good position to win this game, in large in part because of those assists. And this is the thing, Ernie. When you win as a team, you feel better about everything that happens.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
The thing I like is their aggressive approach and getting to the line. You know, when things seem to stagnate on offense, it's sometimes a matter of forcing your will. This team can generate a lot of points and also dictate the pace of the game if they play with that aggressiveness.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
Lead by 19. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Truth is there to the idea, Steve, of a player doing more in a contract year, trying harder.
Well, you hear it. I mean, you're here teammates. You're here guys, competitors. You're here us analysts saying, you know when there's a contract year for a lot of guys, and you look at a guy putting in a little bit more effort. I think the guy that you respect the most is when they play the same way all the time, whether it's a contract year or the first year. But a lot of guys do ramp it up and make more shots when it's a contract year.
But that's human nature, don't you think? I mean, if you know there's a prize at the end, the harder you work. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later. Inspired defense giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
He has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this.
Pop action.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out for Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you later.